Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa with Mimi's DIY Journey. So this is going to be part 2 of the Sea Turtle and Friends journal. This one I am making for my husband, so I'm trying to keep it less frilly, and that's kind of difficult for me. So I was going to stamp something up here if you caught my last video on making the cover. But I decided to use one of the stamps from the digital kit, and I put that up here instead. I thought it looked adorable. So I wanted to work on putting the signatures in. So the first thing I am actually going to do is cut off the white around my edges here. For some reason, I cannot get my printer print on the entire page. I'm sure it's the operator. It has nothing to do with the printer. I got some paper stuck in here or something. I don't know. Is that? Nope, that's it. Where is my little picky things? Oh, here's one. I have a whole bunch of these that my daughter gave me. Oh, I see them. Alright, so I was going to use my other paper trimmer, but I am just going to use this and trim the white off. Now, I can't cut a straight line with scissors, nor can I cut a straight line with the paper trimmer. I was going to try and do 2 pages at once, but okay. I'll cut some of this out so you guys aren't sitting here watching me cut every sheet and listen to me babble. Alright, there's one. Oh, that turned out perfect. Now, let's trim this just a tad bit. It's got just a tiny bit of white on there. Maybe time to change my blade too. Okay. Yep, he went like that. Okay. Alright, I will get all these cut down and I will be right back. Okay, so did some trimming, I did some inking, I had to do some more trimming. I still need to do some more inking because I inked. Okay, hopefully you guys didn't miss too much. I didn't go that far before I realized that my camera was off, so. Okay, last page was up, so we want this one to, be down. And then we want Easter egg. And then we want this one to be up. And then coffee stained. And we want that one to be down. I think we might end up changing these around. Who knows? Okay. Second signature done. Woohoo! Okay. So, pretty papers, parchment, coffee, and Easter egg. Alright, so, oh, yeah. Oh, well, I don't know. We have him on the front cover. He's just so pretty. He's my favorite turtle. Oh, he's pretty too. I kind of wish he was on this side. Okay. Well, looky there, I got another one of him. We're going to have to change that. We can't have two of the same turtles in the same signature. All right. So, let's... Oh, goodness, excuse me, guys. We need to really change him out with a turtle that is on the same side. We might switch some of the colors out too. I think I already have him in there in that signature. He's so cute. He would actually work. Let's use him. Okay, we're just flipping those. This cute little guy is going to start our third signature. Alright. And this time we'll go puff-dyed. And see, he was down, so we want this one up. And then we're going to go Easter egg. And then, let's see, he was up. This one can go down. Cough stained. And he's going to go up. And then we got Easter egg. And did I say he was up? Yeah, we might switch these papers around as we go, which is fine. Okay. So, that starts the turtle. Lots of writing space. Lots of pretty. Hey, where's my parchment paper? Right there. Okay. We just turn 2 pages at once. That cute little guy. Okay. Well, we're going to have to make adjustments anyways. Because, okay, see how that does this? I love that. And I hate trimming that off, but I think we're going to have to. Let's see. Actually, no. No, we're not. Let's put all three in together. Okay, come here. Nope, that's gonna work good. Yes, it is. Okay, we're good. No trimming. I get to keep my little, whatever you want to call it, waterfall look. Okay, so which little guy? Let's see. We've got the purplish one on the front. Got a piece of little glue right there. Uh-oh, stop before you tear it up. Okay. So okay, he's gonna start. He's gonna be the first signature. The Pretty Little Rocks is gonna be the second, and that's gonna be the third. Okay. All right, but Oh, there I go yawning again. I'm sorry. Ooh, it's only 6 o'clock. I should not be tired. I am not old. Okay. So, should we sew them in before we start decorating them? Or should we start decorating them? Let's just sew them in. Because I'm not going to do a whole lot of decorating anyways. Yeah, okay. So, I am actually going to adjust these pages to where, like, they're centered in here. Like that. To those pages. So, it's not going to be all wonky there. So, let's make us a little template. I want a thin piece of paper. So get a piece of copy paper here. And okay, there, that fits. That fits good. All right. Trying to get my spine here. What we're going to do is make a template. I guess I can just measure the spine, which is probably, it looks about an inch. Well, it's more, let's see, if you go from here to that crease, yeah, it's about an inch. Okay. So, let's get our nifty little trimmer out. Make sure that is straight. Probably about as good as it's going to get. Okay. So we have 3 signatures. So we need to poke 9 holes. Oh, this is not going to be easy. So this is the same width as the spine. So I am going to fold it in half. Well, I'm going to try to fold it in half. I hope you guys can see me. It's so tiny. This is really hard to do. Come on. Get over there. Okay. There we go. All right, so there, we've got our middle. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to try and take, because I don't think there's any way, the best way is to fold it in half again. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Because y'all just sat there and watched me struggle getting this folded in half. And it's not even really folded in half. So I might have to just do it the hard way. Oh, there we go. Okay. So fold it in half again. Okay, there's that end. Let's do this end. There we go. All right. This is much easier when you have a thicker spine. But we don't need a thicker spine for this because this is for writing. Okay. Because I was actually going to use an ice cream box for this, but then I decided to use this book. Okay. Hey, I did it! Woohoo! Alright, so then we want it folded. Oh, well, let's do it in half this way. I almost messed up. Okay. We're going to fold it in half this way. Now you can fold it in half again if you want, but I take the open end and probably about an inch, inch and a half up, I fold it again. And then that's going to give me my bottom holes about an inch away from the edge of the book. Alright, unfold our nifty little template that I still may not be folded straight. Alright, now I'm going to get my little marker here. Those low creases did not fold right. Okay. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to do the center one first. So I'm going to put a dot here, a dot here, and a dot here, and then a dot here. And it's just where those creases intersect is where I'm putting a dot, because that's where we're going to poke our holes for our signatures and in the book. Okay. Poke. Come on. Poke a hole there. Poke a hole there. And poke a hole here. Okay, so now the important thing is mark, it doesn't matter which end, but mark one of the ends with a T for top. So that way when you poke your holes in your journal here using the top, then when you go to poke the holes in your signature, you want to make sure that the top is at the top of your signatures. Because if you accidentally turn it around, which is you can do very easily, done it, when you go to sew in your signatures, they don't sew right. I don't know why. You would think they would, but they don't. Okay. So now, let me get a book. Yeah. Is a book going to help? I don't think a book's going to help us. What do I have that I can put underneath this? It's easy when you're just doing one signature. You just fold it in half and here we go. This will work. I should have put some of that lined paper in there. Oh, that would have made him happy. It's okay. Let's turn it that way. All right. Make sure we got just a little bit of stability here. All right, so now my template, I am just going to center, and it's the same height as my book. Okay, and then I am just going to poke my holes through the paper. Excuse me. Make sure our little paper doesn't move. Okay. Push that up. Okay. What is on my... Oh. Alright. So now we've got our little holes here. Then I can go ahead and just make sure that they're poked all the way through. I'm not going very far down with the awl because I don't want big, huge holes. And I can always widen them up when we go to sew up the signatures in if I need to, for the needle to pass through. Because I normally use a yarn needle. Okay. Alright. That's good. And I'm going to use black crochet thread so it'll kind of blend in with the material. Alright, so let's set that aside. And now we just need this folded in half because we just need one set of holes. And then make sure you have all your papers lined where you want them. Actually, it's really easier to start from the inside. I am going to center mine. You do not have to. You can have them like all line up at the bottom. You can have them mix, like different heights. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, that's the one thing I've learned about crafting. No matter what you're doing, it's handmade, and that's what people love. About handmade stuff, because it's not perfect. most people who purchase handmade stuff, at least me anyways, maybe I should just speak for myself. When I buy handmade stuff, I like it because it is handmade. If I wanted perfection, I would go to the store. And then sometimes even in the store, you don't get perfection. Okay, so make sure I have the top lined up with the top. This is our first signature. So I am just going to line it, center it up with my papers. Okay, like that. And now, this might be hard to see. I'm just going in that center hole and I'm going to poke through, comes out. Oh goodness, my paper, a little template stuck. Okay, and then bottom. Doing one signature in a book like we did on the two that we just got done making. That is much easier. But sometimes you just need a bigger journal. Okay, I'm going to stick that back in there because we're going to go ahead and sew this one in. Because if I set it to the side, my papers are going to go wonky and then I'm going to cry. So I always measure my thread out 3 times the length of the book because I like leaving my ends long in case I want to tie beads on them. But sometimes if like I put something hanging down the side, then I won't do the beads at the bottom. Actually, this one I probably will not. That might be a little too girly. Yeah, maybe. So you could actually do 2 links probably, or 2.5 links. The length of the book. If you're doing something like this. So that, oh, hang on, I want to grab my other needle. This one. This one. It's a little thick. Okay. And then this one's got more of a sharp edge on it, so it helps me go through the paper a little better. And I know you guys have seen me. Oh, hey, let's sew it into the book, shall we? So since this is our first signature, I'm going to go into the first row of holes that we poked. Boy, I almost messed up really bad. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to come down to the bottom hole. So if I can see it. Right in here somewhere. Hoo-wee. That dark fabric. Okay. That was a little difficult. I didn't think about sewing through the dark fabric of being such a pain in the butt. I guess being hard to see with my old eyes. Alright, take that out. And then might have to do this one at a time. No, I got it. Okay. I thought I messed up my papers. Okay. And go through that one. All right. And now, of course, this one's already marked for us here. Come on. There we go. Come on. Use the table. Push that through. There we go. Maybe. Back that out because I went through my other thread here. We don't want that. And then one string on each side. Okay, and now the string's a little tight. Yep, that looks good. Make sure I didn't do any boo-boos. Alright. Alright, so then I just pull my tails snug, but not too tight so we don't rip our papers. I tie 3 knots, right over left, left over right, right over left again. And then this one, I'm going to go ahead and cut these short. I am not going to leave them dangle like I normally do. I want to keep those. Those might come in handy. Alright, so then, oh, losing my microphone here. I am going to train my papers here a little bit. There we go. Alright, and then I will go ahead and sew in the other 2 signatures off camera, because I know you guys have seen me do this before. And I will be right back. Okay, so I have all 3 signatures sewn in. All looking good. I like it. Closes really well. So what I am going to do is I want to cover the front here and the back here. I'm just not happy with that, and I am going to use green, and I am just going to cut this. I've already trimmed around the edges because this is part of the sea turtle kit. So I printed it out, trimmed around the edges, and I am going to cover each side. I might have to actually print another one. Anyway, so then the blue one, I'm going to fold in half and laminate it for a journal card, which I'm going to show you how I do that. Very simple. This laminator, this is Amazon Basics. I think I paid $20 for it, maybe. And I love it. And the laminating sheets, they're really not that expensive either. Okay, now I just want to make sure this is all trimmed up. Scissors. Because I do not want any white showing. Okay, hang on. We will use paper trimmer. There we go. Work smarter, not harder. Okay. All right, perfect. Oh, and you know what? This won't be bad. Oh, that's still heating up. Let's find. Ooh, we could cut the center of that out. That one. Or that one. Okay. Oh, don't hide that from yourself. I'll forget. Okay. I am actually going to use the trimmer. I say it might be faster, but sometimes I struggle getting everything lined up. Oops, I just dropped all my scraps. Oh, come on. Okay. Now I can trim this. Here we go. Trim a little over here. Right. And of course, I have extra paper printed out. I was looking for those because that's what I was going to use to do this. And I was like, well, I need to print out more of the solid colors. No, I was just hiding them from myself. I'm good at that. This is probably the cleanest my desk has been in a while, actually. I'm not even sure how I did it. Yeah, let's go ahead and ink around this too. Why not? It's going to be laminated. Okay. Might as well do this side. Okay. All right. Now, doesn't matter because let's take, just while we're running this through, just a little bit of glue. Hold that closed. I want that to be the front, and then I'm going to do the same with this card. Don't need a whole lot of glue because once it's laminated, it's not going to move. I just don't want it to move on me when I'm trying to get it in the sheet. Oops. It's about even. Okay. Oh, shoot. Hang on, I'm going to cut this excess off. I'll tell you what. Because I don't want to waste it. I mean, we actually could, with that being folded, we could have made it, a pocket in the laminator. So these two, they're here. Both of them are here. I can save that and use it for something else. So that way we're not wasting. All right. And once it's laminated, if it's kind of crooked, I can always trim it up. Well, they didn't like that I moved it. That sure didn't melt very well on that side. That's weird. I probably didn't have it quite flat. Oh, that's better. There we go. Now, we have a pretty little journal card that I can put in here. Yes, yes we do. And it has some ephemera on it. Yeah, I'm going to have to trim that down a little bit, I think. Not much, just a little bit. It's okay. I might even round the corners to that. Alright, so put that in here. Now I have let's go ahead and cover tear your papers. I mean, really, I just need to cover the white because that's what's bothering me is the white from the book. Okay. But it's not going to be covered here. So now I wish I would have put some ribbon or something in the center, but it is what it is. So at least I know. I want to right there and there. All right. They're almost the same size. Almost. Actually, I think I had that wrong. Yep. That'll work. So, Yeah, let's trim this one. Where's my scissors? You know, this way might be easier. It's not quite straight, I don't think. Don't have to be perfect. Does not have to be perfect. Okay. And check this one. Okay, it's gonna work. Alright. Get my glue down. I thought there was a moth inside my glue bottle. It was just, it's ink for my fingers. Okay. Make sure we get the corners. The edge is good. Okay. Come here, a little paper. Come here. Alright. Press that down. Erase my little pencil mark here from where I measured. Alright. The cool thing is at least on these, on the front and back, I can put some ephemera on it. Because this isn't writing space. Get the corners. Make sure I got the edges good. Okay. And we'll line that up. Okay. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. Ooh, I almost did a boo-boo there. Ooh. Okay. I trimmed that down a lot a bit, but it'll be alright. Okay. Yep, that fits in there much better now. Alright. So, I think I might use these little guys. These. Maybe. Alright, so I'm going to take the center of these here. And I'm going to make them little pockets to put in here. Or, not pockets. I'm not going to make pockets. I'm just going to glue them down. just to make some pretties in there. I think so. But we're going to call it quits. Because I think I have bombarded you guys enough today. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my little journal here. Pretty much got it almost done. I just want to do something here and back here. But nothing done to most of the pages. Plenty of writing space. Still has some pretties in it. Yep. Well, thank you guys very much for joining me again today. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and select all so you don't miss any future content from me. And I hope you have a great day. And I'll leave the links to Pam's YouTube channel and also her Etsy shop, Silver and Sparkles, so that you can go over and check out all the wonderful digital kits that she has available. And then she also has other merchandise available as well. It's not just digital kits. So go over there, check it out. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.